this is day 88 of our Bible reading session. We are back to the Bible reading session. So the name of my channel is Spend Time with Our Father. Like I've always advised, it's good to spend time with our Father at least once a day, either through prayer, reading the Bible, or doing some kind of a Bible study, right? So today is day 88. We're almost done with 2 months. So today we will read Leviticus chapter 18. Before we go ahead, we will first read the verse of the day. Today's verse is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of God is alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates even to dividing soul and spirit, joints and marrow. It judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart, right? Obviously, the word of God, we know that it is the truth, right? In everything that we do, in every word that we read, every chapter, all the books that we read in the Bible, and it resonates with, our lives, right? So it is alive and active, so it is the truth, right? Which is why we're even saying it is the truth, because we know, we relate to it, right? And, and of course, it is sharper than any double-edged sword, right? So no matter what you say, the truth will be the truth, right? So, even how intelligent or how smart a person may be, but what comes out of the Bible is, what is way more better. It judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart, right? So basically we see, right, that even in the Old Testament, even in the New Testament, it teaches us many things, right? So obviously, when we're reading a chapter, when we're reading, a certain book, right, we do realize that, it, whatever lifestyle that we live or we follow, right, it obviously judges, it sort of gives us a kind of a discernment, letting us know that, what we are doing or how we're living our life is not the right way, right? So which is why it judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart. Okay, so this is the verse of the day. Let us get into reading the word of God. Leviticus chapter 18. Here it talks about unlawful sexual relations. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, I am the Lord your God. You must not do as they do in Egypt, where you used to live, and you must not do as you do in the land of Canaan, where I am bringing you. Do not follow the practices. You must obey my laws and be careful to follow my decrees. I am the Lord your God. Keep my decrees and laws, for the person who obeys them will live by them. I am the Lord." So here we see God is making it very obvious, that all rules, everything should be followed according to him, right? So no one is to approach any close relative to have sexual relations. I am the Lord. Okay, that's disgusting. I mean, of course, there are people who do it. Do not honor your father by having sexual relations with your mother. She is your mother. Do not have relations with her. Things like this do happen. Do not have sexual relations with your father's wife. That would dishonor your father. Do not have sexual relations with your sister, either your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, where she was born in the same home or elsewhere. Do not have relations with your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter. That would dishonor you. Do not have relations with the daughter of your father's wife. Born to your father, she is your sister. Do not have sexual relations with your father's sister. She is your father's close relative. Do not have sexual relations with your mother's sister, because she is your mother's close relative. Do not dishonor your father's brother by approaching his wife to have sexual relations. She is your aunt. All these are all incest. Do not have sexual relations with your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. Do not have relations with her. Do not have sexual relations with your brother's wife. That would dishonor your brother. Do not have sexual relations with both a woman and her daughter. Do not have sexual relations with either her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter. They are her close relatives. That is wickedness. Do not take your wife's sister as a rival wife and have sexual relations with her while your wife is living. Do not approach a woman who has sexual relations during the uncleanness of her monthly period. Do not have sexual relations with your neighbor's wife and defile yourself with her. Do not give any of your children to be sacrificed to Molech, for you must not profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. Do not have sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman. That is detestable. Yeah, that is an abomination. We all know that. But in today's world, we see what has been happening. Do not have sexual relations with an animal and defile yourself with it. A woman must not present herself to an animal to have sexual relations with it. That is a perversion. Do not defile yourselves in any of these ways, because this is how the nations that I am going to drive out before you became defiled. Even the land was defiled, so I punished it for its sin, and the land vomited out its inhabitants. But you must keep my decrees and my laws. The native born and the foreigners residing among you must not do any of these detestable things. For all these things were done by the people who lived in the land before you, and the land became defiled. And if you defile the land, it will vomit you out, as it vomited out the nations that were before you. Everyone who does any of these detestable things, such persons must be cut off from their people. Keep my requirements and do not follow any of the detestable customs that were practiced before you came, and do not defile yourselves with them. I am the Lord your God. Okay, pretty short chapter, but at least we know what are the unlawful sexual relations that we need to be aware of, right? So yeah, we have come to the end of chapter 18. Tomorrow we will continue with chapter 19. Thank you for joining me, and also, supporting my channel in any small way. Please continue supporting me in my journey as well, in getting to know God more through the word, through his word, right? So please help share, like, subscribe, and also comment. And I hope we can meet again tomorrow. I hope you all have a good day. I hope you all have a good night, and you all take care. Bye-bye.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine.